Hello everyone, my name is Ray, and today we're going to play some more Tales of Berseria. This is part number 55. Thank you all for joining for today's episode. Expedition, as always, perfect. Got some Gemini shells we couldn't take, some leeks, and some fluffy milks.
Scout ship departing.
Hold on. Oh, I was like, this is the same goddamn... Okay, that's fine. No, last time the stuff hit the proverbial stuff hit the fan, we saw a new guy that we haven't seen yet. He stopped us from killing or at least hurting Melchior. And that's, Velvet broke the illusion. She got tired of the bullcrap. Even if she hadn't done what she did to learn that she wasn't a dream, I'm sure she would have broken through it eventually. Because she would have gotten tired of it. She's not the type of person that's just going to sit there and do this type of stuff. Live in a fantasy world forever. So, anyway. And you see this place has changed up too. It doesn't look the same no more. So I guess I can stop my whining about it always being looking like Twilight and stuff. Let's start off with a dangerous battle if we can. Oh, looks like we got dangerous encounter on deck. Hold that for me, bro. Hold that for me. I just want to talk. Oh, I swear to God, I'm just here to have a conversation. You guys don't have to be this way. Really don't have to be this way. Get destroyed. One thing I never actually talked about, was even though I like Hysteria and I like Berseria, I am a little bit confused as to why they chose Berseria to be what it is. It's quite literally a prequel to Hysteria. If you haven't played Hysteria, a lot of the stuff that's in this game will be obviously first time hearing it, but it ties in a lot with, the only thing I can think of is maybe Hysteria did really well. Maybe even for like a Tales game that sold really well, it has like a pretty big, like, not necessarily cult, but actual following. Not like a cult following, but an actual following. Even though I just said that, I don't know why I said that twice. But, maybe it's more mainstream. I don't know. I can't see a reason when they could have made a completely different game. A completely new game with new lore and whatever. I can think of, well, now that I'm actually talking about it, I can think of a couple of reasons. One reason is, like I said, that the game is just as popular as can be, has a lot of followers behind it, and they were like, well, let's capitalize on it. Another thing I can think of is they did kind of a poor job with Hysteria, and by that I don't mean with the game. When I say a poor job, what I mean is that they left too many open ends. Because this game is not obviously Tales of Hysteria 0.05. This isn't just 100% a prequel. But at the same time, Wing Harvester? An unusually shaped blade named for its ability to shred feathers from wings. And Fury Piercer? Summon Cloud's vicious minds, making it effective against demi-humans. Okay. What do those look like? Oh my god. Yo, when the hell did she pick this up? Quartz blade? What does she currently have? Huh. I should probably put this one on, to be honest with you. It lowers her art defense, but it'll be just about tied to the physical defense. And this increases both her physical attack and art attack, where this increases her physical attack by more than this weapon does. But it also increases her... I don't know. We'll stay with what we've got for now. I'll make a decision by the end of the video, probably. But yeah, no, there's a lot in this game that I think was kind of wasted potential. And by that I mean, in Hysteria there's so many things that needed to be tied up, I guess. Like, there's a character in that game who mentions Eisen more than once throughout the game. And it is confirmed through playing this game and hearing the things that Eisen says that this is the same Eisen that that character is talking about in Hysteria. So, not only is he in this game and you learn more about him, but he's actually a playable character. Like, that's fine. But, there are all sorts of tie-ins. I think we're supposed to go this way. There are all sorts of tie-ins. Like Zavid is in that game, and he's also in this game because he's a Moloch, and Molochs are very long-lived entities. So he's in both. And they're explaining us more about Zavid. Zavid doesn't want to take any lives at all in this game, but in that game, he's real quick to kill. So I'm assuming that at some point in this game, they're going to explain why he changed so much. And, you know, the Lord of Calamity, the Shepherd, they're explaining, like, basically the origins of those titles or whatever. And all that is fine, but again, why do so many tie-ins to another game, a previous game that you made, when you could have just made an entirely new game, given it its own lore, given it its own world, given it its own story?
It appears that we're finished here.
I don't know. To me, again, it's not a really bad thing. I guess I didn't open this one. It's not a really bad thing, it's just curious. I don't believe they've done that with any other Tales game besides actually making a direct sequel like they did Tales of Symphonia. They made Tales of Symphonia, then they made Tales of Symphonia, I think Dawn of the New World. I've not played that. I heard it's trash, but I still want to play it because I have such strong ties, if you will, video game wise anyway, I have such strong ties to Tales of Symphonia. I would like to see what happens after that. And it's weird because there's the argument it's better to not know. Like, fan theories run amok when you don't actually know what happened. So at the end of the game, the end of the movie, the end of the book, whatever, when it just ends on the whatever happens next happens category, you know, did they actually live happily ever after? Or did some more stuff hit the fan? You know, what's better? Is it better for us to just wonder, or is it better for us to get a direct sequel and know for a fact that they did not live happily ever after, that some other crap happened and they had to go stop that, or that the main characters, you know, died a few years later because, you know, an even badder baddie showed up, and, or, you know, they just got taken out because it was a relative time of peace and no one was training or whatever, and then some dude showed up and just shot one of them in the head. Like,
monster. He was with
I don't know. Their kids, their family, their friends, what they like to do, their hobbies and all that other crap, what their kids grew up to become, and, like, is all that necessary?
I'm pretty sure
Because
he's a demon.
if you explain all of
Why
this
would the
stuff,
Abbey
then
be
where do you
working with
stop?
a demon? He
Does it
could
just
be a
end when the
fairy, maybe.
characters
I
die?
mean, there was Medusa
Or
and Kamoana.
do you keep going with their
No, I don't
lineage?
think
Because
so.
their lineage is
The
now,
Abbey
you know,
keeps their
basically
Therians behind
damn near
barriers
royalty,
and
because
bound to
they're
Earth's
well, you're the
ports.
sons
A Therian
and
can't
daughters
send
of
malevolence to
he who
Illuminati
saved the
while walking
world, or
freely.
whatever.
That's correct.
I mean,
And besides, Orthrus was already here.
I'm
In
not
any
sure.
case,
Like, that type
now
of stuff,
we know
that's up to
Melchior has a
debate,
mean-looking
obviously,
bodyguard
and
in
it comes down to
addition his
personal opinion.
illusions. That'll take quite a lot to stop him.
Me personally, I think I'm
That's a
more on the
fact.
side of I don't really want the whole damn thing to get explained. Like, once the game ends, that's the end of the game. That's the end of the story. Eisen got his black Norman suits. And the reason that I say that, I would have him dress up as the Norman, by the way, if it wasn't so freaking obnoxiously big. But, personally, I think it's fine. Once it gets to the end of the book,
Something I
once
have
you,
to ask.
where the creator
What is
decided
it?
to end it
Did you
in
leak
this
our
book
plans to
or
the
whatever,
Abbey?
I think that's fine to end it there.
Eleanor hasn't done anything like that.
Then how do you explain Melchior and his illusions already waiting for us when we got to a ball?
I promised you that I would work together with you until I found the truth
That's
for
just
myself.
my
I'm
mentality.
not up to any
Because
tricks.
again,
It's far too late for
if
that
you
now.
do that over and over,
Exactly what a guilty party would say.
If anyone's suspicious here, I'd say it's you, Magilu.
No tricks.
or if anybody
I don't
does
even know what a
something,
trick is.
then you basically have to keep explaining it.
Enough. If Eleanor was leaking information, then Titania would surely be under attack by now.
Right. I'm sure the Abbey would love to have those Therians back.
I don't
The
know.
enemy was in that village waiting
To
in
me, it's
ambush.
just
The Abbey isn't foolish. They figured out by now that we're rounding up the Therians.
I don't know. It's
They
kind of
have
a
left
pointless
traps for
argument
us
or
with
discussion
each
or whatever
remaining
because
one.
again, it's all opinionated. But
It's
you
the
know,
obvious
me, I don't
move.
really think that it's necessary to
Alright.
explain
If that's how you
everything
see
and everything and
I'll stand
everything.
down.
You could just
So
end
you
it where
trust
you
me
end
then?
it.
No. I'm saying that
You can end it where
anything
you
the Abbey
ended, and then
tries,
that's enough. Let the
I'll be
fans come
ready
up with
for
whatever
it.
theories that they want.
Oh, such a brave,
Until I
determined
guess,
soul.
the fans start, begging
Eleanor,
for this and
does
for
the
that,
Abbey possess an
and
art that
then the
can
creator
control
decides to just
demons?
answer a couple of
Not
questions,
that
but you
I've
can
ever
just
heard
do
of.
that with a couple of chapters,
Besides,
or like a mini
if
clip
they
or
could
whatever, like
control
a
demons,
10-minute
there'd be
long
no need to resurrect
animated
Timon,
video.
would
You don't have to
there?
make an entire new
Can't
game
argue
over
with
it.
that.
But Melchior was
Why am I
obviously
talking
in
about
control
this
of that
still?
demon.
I'm not sure.
How did he manage that?
Just for some reason, when I was putting this up, I was like, because I know something that's going to happen next, and I'm like, oh, yeah, they mentioned that in Zesteria. Then I was like,
Let's say you know your target's
they mentioned a
innermost
lot of this crap in
desires.
Zesteria. Like,
You
obviously,
simply
I knew that
conjure
this
the
takes
right
place
illusion.
before Zesteria, but
Show
at the
them what
same
would
time,
push their
Berseria
buttons
just
in
seems...
just the right way. Ah.
I'd say it's
If
50%
you
its
can
own story,
create an
50%
illusion
tie-ins
of
to
something
Zesteria.
someone
Or
really
rather,
wants,
60% its
you
own
can
story,
control
40%
that.
ties into Zesteria. It's
Exactly.
just
You can force a
weird that
powerful
they
burden
decided to
upon
go
your
that
target's
route.
psyche.
But I'm not going to talk about
Until
it no
their
more,
spirit
unless it pops
breaks,
into my
that
head,
is.
because y'all know I like to
What
talk.
happens when
Obviously,
they
or why would I
break?
be doing this, right?
Depends on the target. They might become an empty shell. They might go wild with desire. Eeny, teeny, spiny crow.
You sure know a lot about this.
Now that you put it that way, why would I know so much about it? What if someone is controlling me, making me say these very words? How horrifying!
I believe I'll take your words with a grain of salt.
Damn, that bird. Okay, hold on. I can't just leave him be. He wanted this so badly. I mean, when I got on that board, he was right on you. No, wait for me, buddies! No, okay. You guys want to have a conversation? Let's chit-chat. Let's chit-chat. I mean, all I really want to do is talk anyway. I like talking. It's one of my favorite things.
I'll cut down anyone in my way.
You can get it too.
I'll finish
Why
this
not?
quick.
Yo, these ones are not nearly as much of a trouble as troublesome as the ones that were in that forest where we found the bug Therian. I say that because those ones can paralyze pretty much on a whim. These guys don't really tend to give me too much trouble. Status effect wise, I guess. You know, I think I've lost to these guys before. Like this area. And they're the ones that led us to the, they're the ones that led us to that one direful that we fought. But still, no, I prefer to fight these guys all day than those stupid wolves in the woods. Because those things,
We're
again,
finished here.
just absolutely annoy the hell out of me. We're 42 across the board, I'll take it. I don't understand why Velvet and Laphicet have more experience than everybody else, though. Usually in Tales games recently, you've gotten like the same amount of experience points, or you've required the same amount of experience points to go up, and they always start at the same level that you were when you found them.
Listen, Eleanor really isn't spying on us. I was with her almost every minute, and when I wasn't, Velvet was watching her. And she's a woman who keeps her promises. She wouldn't lie to...
Relax.
Said.
We understand, Laphicet. It's Eleanor. If she were lying to herself to somehow keep spying on us, the guilt would fill her with malevolence.
I see. You're right. The fact that I haven't turned into a dragon proves that.
Thank you. Both of you.
I didn't think you were giving them information intentionally.
But there are illusionists like Melchior out there. That means we can't rule out someone recording your thoughts in secret.
I don't think we need to worry about that either. Not with you and Laphicet always near.
Now that that's settled, it's time for you all to testify to my innocence.
That could be difficult.
What?
Well, okay. Why don't you start off by telling us all about the time you sold us out to Teresa back in Helives?
Oh, why bring up that old yam? You're a very vindictive man, do you know that?
You're just figuring that out? Well, there's your proof at least. You wouldn't make much of a spy.
She really wouldn't.
Hey, that's not what I meant. You were mean.
So it's mean that we don't think you'd be a good spy. I can't believe I did that. I walked right into this chunk. Or no, I did not evade him properly is my point. Get destroyed. I don't want any of you near me right now. Blue Inferno on that ass. Get swiped. I don't understand what the hell a power hit is. Because Like, what makes it a power hit, rather? Because when I do power hit, sometimes it does less than my normal attack. So how the hell does that make sense?
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
Vanishing Thunder, huh? Bloodbreaker, a deep crimson bracelet that instills destructive impulses in its wearer. Maybe. Let's see what that looks like. Ugh. It's like a damn brick. And it lowers his physical attack by a good amount. Now, if you make Aizen mainly an art attacker, or if you're controlling him and you use art attacks mainly, then you can go ahead and use that. That seems like actually a really good weapon for that.
Woohoo! My sister's making us pickleboard meatballs for dinner tonight. Hey, what did I tell you about bothering travelers? Sorry about that. He's totally obsessed with food. That's all right. Pickleboard meatballs, huh? Sounds delicious. They're really super tasty, but Sis says that they used to taste even better. Why's that? We used to get deliveries of fresh, delicious prickleboar meat from the nearby village of Abal. But in the Advent 3 years ago, demons attacked the village, and now it's gone. It's such a tragedy. If they only could have held out for just one more day, I'm sure Lord Artorias would have saved them.
Artorias. Right.
Yeah, see now, again, the reality is here. Instead of all that bullcrap about everything being a perfect freaking... Wait, what the hell? Oh, they're up there. So I guess we just re-talking to everyone that we talked to before. They just got different things to say.
Marking the day that Lord Artorias became the Shepherd. 3 years ago, when the Malachim appeared on the Advent, Taliesin was the first town that Lord Artorias saved. We hold great pride at being the city where humanity first struck back against the demons.
That explains
Yeah,
why
but
you'd
you
celebrate
guys
his
didn't do...
ascension.
Okay, that actually has
But
always
wasn't
confused
Abal
me.
closer to his
You
heart?
take
You're
pride
right
in
about not being able to
your
save Abal
race, or
was a
you take
terrible
pride
agony
in
for
the
Lord
city you're
Artorias.
from, or you
Even though he
take
killed
pride
the
in the
demons that
whatever.
destroyed
Like,
the
I don't
village,
understand
he couldn't bring
when
back
he
the
says
lives
we
that
take
had been
great
lost.
pride in being the
If Lord
place
Artorias
where
had gone to Abal
humanity first struck back. It
our
wasn't y'all, it
city
was
might have been
Artorias. He did
destroyed
everything, y'all did
instead.
nothing. You were
We
just
won't
here,
forget
so
the tragedy that befell
what are
Abal.
you proud of?
That's the other purpose of this
Why are you...
holiday.
Well, I understand that you're
Remembrance.
proud of his
That's
actions,
right.
but they're making it seem
Lives
like they had
lost
something to
can
do
never
with
be
it, and
brought
you
back.
didn't. Like, when you're proud of what someone in your family did, that's fine, but when
Wow,
you try and
the
make it seem
weather's
like you
just
helped when you
swell.
didn't...
Is something I've
Oh, I'm
said
so
every day
proud,
for 3
you know,
months
to
now.
be a family member
But
to the
wasn't
person
that
that,
just a heavy
you know,
fog?
I don't know,
Nope.
invented
Never seen a
edible
wisp of
thongs
fog
or
in this
whatever. So
village.
it's like,
It's
okay,
been
well, that's
sunny
great,
so long,
but
I think I might dry up.
you
That
can be
means
proud
that
of their
fog
accomplishments,
was
but you
just
didn't do
another
anything, so
Melchior's
why are
illusions.
you acting like
Seems
you...
that
I don't
way.
know. I'm probably explaining it poorly as well, making myself look like an asshole,
Excuse
but
me.
it just, to me, doesn't
My
make any
partner and
sense
I
when
here
people
would
try
like
to
to
say
put
that
on a
they're
comedy
proud of
show
something
if
that
it's
somebody
possible.
else did in a way that makes it seem like they helped
Not
when they
often
didn't.
you run into someone with a real fire in their eyes. All right, show me what you got.
Yo, I forgot
Clever.
that this guy is
Eleanor,
one of
I'm
those comedy
impressed.
dudes.
I didn't know you had this sort of initiative. You just have to do what you have to do, right? Besides, if we pull this off, it could be our chance to get closer to Modulu.
Did you say
There she
Modulo?
goes.
I haven't seen her recently, but she seems to be making a name for herself in Logris.
Yeah, her dances are really beautiful. Do you know her?
I do.
What part of...
Her
I
and her
haven't...
teacher,
Okay,
Valta.
well, never mind. I
Now,
guess I'm an
not
idiot then.
saying Modulu isn't great, but Valta was utterly sublime. I worry about him pushing Modulu so much, to be honest. He's never been one to accept.
Did he say I'm not
compromise in
saying that
his art.
Modulu is
Huh.
great?
I didn't know that. We don't have time
Or
to
that
stop and feel bad for our
Modulu isn't
rivals.
great. I don't
Did
know
you
what he
memorize the
said,
script?
obviously, or I
Of
wouldn't be
course I
asking.
did. And I won't tolerate any slip-ups from you either. Hearing that just makes me more motivated. Well,
Bro, can
let's
we
get
do the
going.
damn
We've got a
comedy
show to
skit
put on.
already? Yo, man, complain and you shall receive. What the hell?
Hi there! Thanks for having us again! The Bienfu Keepers! Magic Kazam!
Wow, she's really starting off
Whoa,
with the...
back it up. Again? If we're supposed to be regulars here, then why does everyone look like they've never heard of Bienfu? And what's with this Magic Kazam stuff? Is that some kind of spell? Gosh, it's really been getting cold here lately. Are you just going to ignore my questions? What does it matter? Aren't you too cold to worry about things like that? Does this feel summery to you? I can be cold and ask you questions at the same time. Actually, it is rather cold. See? I said it was cold! In fact, I've been so cold lately I even set fire to my clothes! Isn't that going too far? Well, that's how cold I was. In fact, that wasn't enough, so I set the house on fire too! Your house? Why would you do that? Oh, don't worry. It doesn't bother me at all. And who said it was my house? The one I set on fire was yours. That's a crime, you know. Huh? What's wrong? That's not in the script. Arson is a serious crime. Well, yes, but in the script, the punchline was supposed to be, but when I saw how much it would cost to replace them, I got the chills. Yeah, but I got into the moment and thought I could ad-lib something better. You're advocating
So they actually did have a script.
Change it back. What's the big deal? You're getting worked up over a joke. Crime is not a joke. Even speaking as a normal citizen, I can't condone speech that promotes such a horrifically antisocial act. Oh, now you've got me all mad. I give up. For good. No, it's bad. I said I give up. For good. No, it's bad.
They made Eleanor seem really
Deepest
stupid
apologies
there.
for putting on an act about something so terrible today, sir. Well, the whole thing was meant to be about morals anyway.
I mean, hell, it
so
sounded like the crowd
what
was
did we
laughing, I
do?
think.
Can I just ask you one question? Are you for real?
Yes, I am. I should have known.
Of course she's serious. So hatless style for Majilu and jacketless style for Magilu, not Majilu. So literally just without that. And without the books? How the hell is that a jacket? Oh, our sleeves. Don't get the wrong impression, those are shorts. I don't know, I think she looks better with the damn books anyway. It definitely is more her style. How many do we need for this? 230. It doesn't matter because I've got, what? Besides that one, there's like 2 that I need to go back and get. Like I said, we're going to be missing quite a few of these for a little bit. But once I get all those whatevers, the kitty clumps from Assault will be good. Flag catcher. It's a game. You ride the geo board and you have to get all the flags. Easy enough. Now, I'm not very good at it. As you guys can probably guess. But you get more geo boards for this type of stuff, so I'm guessing. I don't really know, to be honest with you, the different types of geo boards. Go this way, go this way. We got one more flag to get, we got one more flag to get, we got one more flag to get. No! Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up! Okay, we had 36 seconds and we got it under. I think we should be done. I think he's going to give us the new geo board now. You were one with the geo board. Take this as a reward. Alright, so we got the tatami. Alright. It's equipment, right? No. Fashion. Yo, so now it's this. That's what it looks like. Same exact idea. It was an item. I'm going back for it. Hello, thank you. Why does it say warp? Just open the door. Give me them 16 tails coins in the name of the Devil's Empire. Y'all don't understand. Go back there and make my presence known. Go over here and talk to these people. I think there's still someone. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. There it is. I'm about to say. Another class 4.
One of them off-limit class 4 islands that folks call Serpent Isle. Place has been overrun with snakes since forever. I hate the things, so it sounds like hell to me. But I've heard there's a woman who actually lives there.
Whatever for? Why would anyone want to live in a place like that?
I know. It's mighty strange. Place supposedly is crawling with demons, too. Last time I was in the area, I checked it out. Kept my distance, of course. Used me spyglass.
And? Was she there?
Aye, she was. Except she looked like a snake herself. I mean, she was human up top, but her face was a weird color, and her lower half was all slithery and wiggly. Ugh. Creep me out.
A snake woman, huh?
Even worse, looked like you couldn't swing a cat's without hitting a snake. Just the thought of it keeps me awake at night.
You should have a stiff drink and get some sleep before you pass out on deck. I'll tell Benwick to give you an extra ration.
Wow. Thanks a lot, First Mate. I appreciate it. I ought to pester him for some of that aged reserve he keeps hidden away.
So, I never really paid attention to what they said before in these Class 4 conversations, so I'm gonna guess that maybe, not obviously it's not Medusa, because Medusa's with us, and she looked like Medusa, but maybe, because there's 3 snake sisters in Zesteria. Maybe it looks like one of them? I don't know. I also would like to know why the hell so many exact same demons are in this game as they are in Zesteria.
Welcome
Like
back.
the big stronger
Did you find
ones.
Yeah. We're bringing these 2 back to Titania.
Dogs? Look, lizards, no problem. Walking hunks of armor I can deal with, but dogs? On my ship?
You're not a dog person.
I was, bit by one when I was a kid.
That's one thing I
Then
never
you've got
understood. You
nothing
had
to worry
one
about.
incident that's not
If
even
they're
that
biting
traumatic as a
anyone on
child,
this
but then
ship,
you hate it for the rest of your
it'll
life.
be
It
Are
bit
you
you
okay,
once.
Velvet?
Oh, sure. They're just
Like,
dogs.
he didn't say that the
No,
dog
I mean,
viciously attacked
in
him,
general.
or that the dog, you know,
Fine.
made him bleed
You
all
come
over the
aboard.
place, or, you know,
I'll take
he's
us
having
back to
nightmares
Titania.
about the dog even to this day. He just goes, I was bit by a dog when I was a kid, so I hate them now. That's weird.
We have to take good care
How is
of
that
Loki or
enough?
us.
That's
I've
on
been
you.
bitten by dogs several times. I've
They
been
won't
bitten
let
by my
me
own
either.
dogs.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? You only killed their master.
Don't worry. I'll take responsibility.
You mustn't. They're quite vicious, you know. I just asked them if they wanted to be friends, and they suddenly bit me.
I'm sure you said something to irritate them, like, I'll make you my minions. You had it coming.
She knows.
But you have Therians to find, Laphicet. You won't be able to look after them all the time.
I suppose. What should I do?
You could ask Kamoana and Medusa. Kamoana said she once had a dog. Even if they get a little rowdy, Medusa will be around to keep them safe.
That's a good idea. I'll go ask them.
Yeah, but
Thanks.
Medusa's not as
We can't be
strong.
killing off Therians. Besides, they remind me of Nico.
Velvet.
You want a pet dog, Laphicet? You should go to the Abbey then.
Why the Abbey?
Because the place is full of the shepherd's lapdogs. Get it? Lapdogs!
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, what the hell? I forgot we don't just go onto the ship. What do you say? Oh. Wait, hold on, where are we supposed to go? Yeah, return to the city. Okay. Do it! Yeah, I know, so I just... Yeah, it is what it is, doesn't matter. We'll be figuring it out here shortly, lads.
I devoured them again. No, don't.
So, you said your little brother made this copy. He could read the ancient tongue. That's amazing.
Laffy was different from most other kids. He read books a lot because his body was so weak. He studied all the time, so that he could be ready to travel the world one day. Which was kind of funny, considering he'd hide in my bed whenever he had a nightmare.
Really?
But I don't care that he got scared. I just wanted him to live. That's why I have to.
Velvet!
I'll devour as much as it takes. I will have vengeance.
Velvet!
Oh, she's obsessed, bro.
Done. The art is attuned to you.
Thank you. This time I'll make sure to finish what I set out to do.
I've gotta say, I didn't think you had it in you, Oscar.
I don't believe I asked for your opinion.
Lord Artorias!
Go back outside, Teresa. We'll see you when we're done.
Are the rumors true? Are you using that experimental art on Oscar?
It is true.
I was under the impression it was still incomplete, sir.
Yep. There's still a potentially fatal weakness for its channeler.
We've taken the theory as far as it will go. The next step is to learn its control and actual practice.
Don't tell me you intend to test it against that Therian.
That hat is dope.
Please let me do it. I should be the one, not him.
You are not strong enough.
Then at least let me back him up.
So you can take the enemy out before Oscar uses the art? A noble plan, but I'm afraid it'd mess everything up.
How so? It
was my idea to volunteer, sister.
I like how none of
feel
them
the
give a damn
titanium
about pissing each
and
other
allow
off.
the Therian to be stolen from Palamedes. I need to atone for my mistakes.
Then let me come with you.
I have different orders for you. Teresa Linares, you are hereby relieved of your duties as an exorcist and are to return your Moloch.
Relieved of duty? Why?
For our plans to be realized, we require an especially strong Moloch. We've analyzed your Moloch's dormant abilities, and he is of considerable power, on the same level as the young Moloch who betrayed us for the enemy.
Simply put, you just don't got what it takes to handle him, sweetheart.
Didn't think you had it in you, Oscar. I don't remember asking for your opinion. And it's like, yo, I'm afraid that would screw everything up. And then Artorias looks at him and he's like, problem. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
How could you?
When this is all over, I'd love to have some of your homemade cooking again, sister. I could go for that quiche you used to make.
Everyone in this game likes quiche. What the hell?
How can you talk of that right now?
Lord Artorias.
I know what you're going to ask. Yes, Oscar, when you fulfill your mission, I will make Teresa an exorcist again.
Oscar, are you doing this for...
Don't worry about me. I'd go to the ends of the earth and back for a plate of your delicious quiche.
Yo, man, I'm doing all this for the grub. I don't give a damn about nothing else. I'm gonna kill everybody who stands in my way as long as I get food. This man is the Devil Joe in human form. I barely realized that. Hello?
No. Oscar, don't go.
Why don't you just walk after him? Homie said you had to return your Moloch. He didn't say you couldn't walk after him.
What should I do? If I don't do something, he'll...
They just left her ass there.
What's this? I'm receptive to that art and to you.
Yo, what does that mean, though? LOL, random crap.
Where am I?
Take it easy, Velvet. You've been out for 3 days.
Then that's 3 days wasted. What's the situation?
Well, let's see. For one thing, Grimoire's been deciphering that ancient book. She says that this new copy is complete. All the pages we were missing are there. As for the dogs, Kamawana's taken a real shine to them.
All right then. Now we just need to find that last Therian.
Velvet, no! I said take it easy. Seriously.
What the hell
Hold
happened?
on. Have you not had anything to eat?
Oh, I guess his stomach growled.
Well, I just thought, since you hadn't either.
Are you serious? Why would you do a full thing like that? You'll die if you don't eat.
Actually,
He won't die if he doesn't eat. Malachim don't actually depend on food for sustenance. If they do eat, it's only as a quirky hobby.
All right, if you're sure. If you feel like going hungry, it's your life. But there's no sense in doing it on my account.
Good to see you're feeling better again. As you probably
Wow,
noticed,
she
you made it back
can't
to
even
Titania
see
already.
why he's doing
Sorry
this.
to keep you all
Now, don't get me
waiting
wrong,
on
it's still illogical and
Get
doesn't make a
everyone
whole lot
together.
of sense, but she's
We
just
meet
like,
now.
alright, go ahead and do stupid shit, just don't do it in my... Really?
Well, that could have gone better.
I just wanted to better understand the hardships Velvet's suffering through. It seems unfair for her to bear all of it alone.
Well, she's... how can I put it? A very straightforward kind of person.
But nothing gets under her skin like a clumsy display of sympathy.
What should I do about her then?
For now, just get something in your tummy. Any good warrior knows you eat when you have the chance. Even Malachim have more strength on a full stomach than an empty one, don't they?
Yeah.
It's true. Food will fill an empty stomach. But what is there to fill an empty heart, I wonder?
I don't even know what she said, but she had that angry look on her face. Or
Time for
evil
some
look
grub,
on her
Luffy
face,
said.
rather so.
What are you hungry for?
Magilu's up to some bull crap.
I'll have some stuffed giant squid. Or prison crab dumplings. Or sea snake bowl.
It's your first meal in 3 days, right? Better stick with something mild or you'll be sorry. How about a risotto or vegetable rice soup?
That could be nice.
I could go for some borscht or shark fin and egg soup. For dessert, I'll have a sweet bean and jelly fruit cup, a giant parfait, and a triple berry
Magilu, why are you still talking?
Zip it, Magilu.
Yo!
full just thinking about it.
I think I'd like some rice porridge with a pickled plum and baby sardines on top.
Ooh.
I like how
lost
me
your
and Roku
choice.
basically
And
said
an
the same
apple.
thing.
In that case, you should have some apple boo.
Apple Boo?
What on earth is that?
It's just grated apples. But when my brother wasn't feeling well, I often fed it to him.
I think I'd like to try some.
If you insist, I'll make some for you. At least it's something I can make without needing to taste it.
Okay, I insist.
Okay.
If you're already making some, I'd like...
Zip it, Magilu.
I don't know why the hell this woman is still talking. We got the expedition back, though. Take it. Still didn't get the damn attachment. Go on. Hold on, we need to make it to the... There's no need to go overboard, Velvet. Take a breather, eh? Benwick, please let me hide in the ship. Steady, lass. What's the problem? She wants, I think she's playing hide and seek. Homie still hasn't moved, still doesn't have anything else to say. Okay. One more conversation, and then we're gonna
I
end
haven't
it.
seen many Abbey patrol ships around here of late.
I noticed that too. Do you think something
Wait,
happened?
what? You guys used to see Abbey patrol ships around here? How did they not find you if they're patrolling this area? They know they're not stationed here anymore.
Crew have been giving them trouble, and they can't spare the men to patrol the outer seas.
That's Eifried's pirates for ya. Always gathering information and keeping on their guard.
A cursed pirate crew? Isn't that us? If the info's sound, we've really made a name for ourselves.
Abbey ships run and hide when they see us coming.
Reason dictates that we avoid hopeless fights.
Ooh, Shepherd Artorias, you're my hero!
If only our enemies were truly that dumb. Sadly, the world isn't that forgiving. We can't drop our guard.
Aye. I've contacted some fishermen friends of mine. They'll let us know if they notice anything fishy.
We've got the First Mate's curse to deal with. We can never be too careful.
Yeah, with that Reaper's curse hanging over us, we don't have room to relax.
Well, at least they're not too bothered by it.
These are the pirates, bro. They've always been like this. We're gonna pick up some more things to do at the beginning of this episode. So, thank you for watching as always. My name is Ray, and we'll see you all next time for part number 56. This is going up on Sunday. we're back on track. Like I said, after that personal crap I went through earlier last week, I just had to take some time off. But we're back. Monday through Friday, Super Mario Galaxy 2 until it's finished, and Tales of Berseria until it's finished. And then the weekend, I already know what I'm going to be doing this weekend and what I'm going to be doing for the next couple weekends after that, if not for a while. So, until next time, goodbye, everybody.